You ever wonder what a biological weapon designed by Homeworld look like? Well, let's find out. Created by Rebecca Sugar herself and written by Shane Michael Vidori, Steven Universe Harmony not only revealed one of Homeworld's oldest secrets, and no, Amethyst isn't violating Spinel right now, but the comic issue also easily brought us the darkest and most action-heavy story arc to come out of a series ever. The comic issue being set after Steven returned to beat City through Lassie's head while he was being hunted down on Homeworld, opens with the Topaz duo attempting to recover information on the Earth as a result of a direct order from Blue Diamond, when one of them accidentally bumps into an ancient biological weapon called a Harmony Core. According to the Topaz duo, this ancient weapon was specifically designed to only affect organic life, along with any gem that was unlucky enough to come into contact with it after reactivation. In addition to this, we learn that even if one Harmony Core is reactivated, then every other functioning model that has ever existed will also begin the exact same process. But on the bright side, Harmony Cores will also automatically shut themselves off after 1 century. So that's nice. Meanwhile, on an abandoned Homeworld base that was built on the Earth during the Gem War, a long-forgotten Harmony Core begins the process of reactivation. At the same time, Sadie, feeling restless because of the fact that she didn't have a job anymore, slugs her way out of bed in order for her to get ready for band practice. Sadie sends a text to Lars as part of her morning routine, but would be met with a deep level of sadness when she remembers that Lars still hadn't returned to the Earth after forcefully being taken off planet. The Crystal Gems, initially hoping on taking the day off, would be confronted with the highest stakes mission of their lives, when Garnet's future vision shows her vivid images of the countless horrors that awaited herself, the rest of her team, and the entire Earth at large within the next few days. Naturally, this sudden realization causes Garnet to begin frantically searching around for the rest of the Crystal Gem, starting with Steven, who left the house earlier to meet up with Sadie for band practice. After setting up their instruments, Sadie and the suspects perform one of their newest songs titled Hey Bigfoot, a song that mainly focuses on celebrating how huge and perfect Bigfoot's pair of feet were, before they'd get interrupted by the Crystal Gems, who came by to escort Steven back to the temple after hearing about Garnet's vision. The Crystal Gems warp to the abandoned Homeworld base in order for them to stop the Harmony Core from completing its reactivation process, but would be met with a wave of deadly sentries that were all determined to continue serving the original creators. Yeah, why are Corny and Peridot here? Garnet's future vision specifically showed her that they were the most at risk of getting absolutely destroyed by the Harmony Core, and it's not like they were necessary for the mission, or maybe they are. Let's keep moving forward. After getting blasted by one of the area's sentries, Steven gets flinged to another section of the base, leading Amethyst and Pearl into deciding to fuse in hopes of gaining the strength needed to save him. Fascinatingly enough, neither Pearl, who was extremely close to Pink Diamond, or Peridot, who was basically an heir to Gem Mechanic, knew about the Harmony Core's existence, but based on Peridot's assessment, it seemed like this Harmony Core was getting stronger by the second. Garnet stops Peridot from touching the Harmony Core because of her newly gained foresight, so props for that, but she seriously shouldn't have been here to begin with. The Crystal Gems taking a moment to figure out how they should go about dealing with the ancient weapon if they weren't even capable of laying a finger on it, leads Steven into taking a calculated risk by bubbling the weapon himself. Steven, fearing the unforeseen danger that could arise if he sent the weapon to the temple through the bubbling system, instead decides to carry it back to the house without letting go. The following day, Steven, being unable to attend band practice because he would be too busy keeping the Harmony Core from ending all life on Earth, allows Amethyst and Peridot to choose which one of them would take his place by playing a game of rock, paper, scissors. Amethyst, winning the game, bids Peridot farewell and good luck on a new journey of learning how to play the guitar. Peridot actually gets really into performing with the band, so much so that she actually goes a little bit overboard by smashing the spare guitar that was given to her by Sadie, causing her to get kicked out of the group. Later that day, Steven, learning about what Peridot did to Sadie while holding onto the Harmony Core, causes the weapon to grow considerably more unstable. So unstable that it ends up claiming Sour Cream and Greg's souls despite being bubbled. The unlikely duo is soon reunited with Vidalia, who's revealed to have also had her soul snatched by the Harmony Core. After helping to admit Greg, Sour Cream, and Vidalia to the local hospital because of a coma-like state, Corny breaks the continuity by successfully guessing the name of the ancient weapon that Steven was carrying on her first attempt. Just a reminder that none of the characters on Earth knew what this thing was called, despite the fact that us as the the audience knew from the very beginning. Steven suddenly waking up inside of a Harmony Course dimension after trying to calm himself down, learns that he possesses the power to enter and exit the Harmony Course dimension at will, a power that the other gems wouldn't be the greatest fans of him actually using. Also, Mia Dewey apparently became a victim of the Harmony Core off-screen. Another day means another band practice, and Amethyst, feeling terrible about the situation that recently occurred between Peridot and Sadie, decides to make things right by taking Steven's place without putting up a fight. The Crystal Gems, desperate for answers, decide to split up. Steven cautiously continues to visit the humans trapped within the Harmony Course dimension, in hopes of finding some kind of clue that could help him free them. Garnet, Peridot, and Pearl continue to explore the abandoned Homeworld base where they found the Harmony Core in the first place, and Amethyst spends the rest of her day on the drums while practicing with Sadie's band. Later that night, Steven, being awake for 3 days straight, naturally falls asleep, leading to an army of sentries invading the temple and Connie becoming the next victim of the Harmony Core. Amethyst, believing that Steven was trapped within the Harmony Course dimension, becomes the first gem to be put out of commission by touching it herself. Steven, explaining to the other gems that he gained the ability to sense the other 2 Harmony Cores that were scattered across the planet, causes them to create a plan to find and contain both of them after getting Connie to safety. Peridot and Pearl warp to Mask Island in order for them to retrieve a Harmony Core that was located in another secret Homeworld base, except this one was completely submerged. This mission results in Peridot becoming the next victim of the Harmony Core, leaving Pearl with the task of bringing the ancient weapon along with Peridot's gemstone back to the temple on her own. Later that night, Pearl, figuring out the secret behind the Harmony Cores, being that they were simply weapons made with the power to trap light waves and by extension radio waves within a pocket dimension, decides to fuse the 2 Harmony Cores that were already in their possession. This results in our girl Pearl becoming the next victim of the Harmony Core, but unlike the other victims, Pearl's sacrifice would not be in vain. Gaining control of a Harmony Course dimension from the inside, Connie, Greg, and every other human who found themselves trapped would be allowed to return to their bodies by Pearl, who also made sure to let Steven know that the nightmare would be over if they were able to find the 3rd Harmony Core, which just so happened to be hidden in the most dangerous base that was built by Homeworld on the planet. Garnet, up for the challenge, decides to warp to the South Pole in hopes of retrieving the Earth's final Harmony Core alone. Without wasting any time, Garnet breaks into the South Pole's abandoned Homeworld base and begins her search for the Harmony Core, but would be greeted with a fight against the strongest sentry left on the Earth, a sentry that had exactly what she was looking for implanted deep inside of its mechanical body. Garnet continues to carefully fight in what could quite possibly go down as being the most high-stakes battle of her life, a fight that would instantly end if she even misplaced a single punch. After being found by Lion, Garnet, no longer fighting alone, manages to take down the sentry without breaking a sweat. The Crystal Gems fusing all 3 of the Harmony Cores together leads Pearl to being able to release Amethyst and Peridot back into the real world, but this is revealed to have come at a cost. The Prime Harmony Core Sentry, making its way all the way from Homeworld, lands on the Earth with one goal in mind, completing its mission of entrapping all lives on the planet. Garnet and Amethyst form Sugarlight before heading into battle against the Sentry. The duo fight as hard as they could against the terrifying new threat, but end up coming undone just as quickly as they fused in the first place. Steven helps Pearl to finally escape the Harmony Core's lonely dimension, leading the team to no longer holding back and putting an end to the Prime Harmony Core Sentry for good. After the Crystal Gems form Alexandrite in order for them to destroy what was left of the Harmony Cores, we'd learned from Blue Diamond that they were created on behalf of Pink Diamond to ensure that humans didn't unnecessarily lose their lives during the Homeworld invasion.